Good evening, good evening, good evening. How are we? I've been here 2 days in a row. I don't think my butt print's left the seat yet. Hello, hello. Ava, how you doing? Oh, I'm making noises. Ava's in a very, very good mood. Ava's had an amazing week from what she's told me. Happy as a clam. Happy as a clam. Yeah, let me just go turn some electricity off. There we go. Whee! How are we doing? Oh, there's my control panel. Went missing. If I can put that there. There we go. How's the angle? I'm using a different angle from last time. So. Pew, pew. It looks like a fish lens. Yeah, it's a bit wider on this one, and I've got it sat a bit higher up as well. I should probably move stuff, but I will get round to that. Did you watch did you manage to catch the recap from yesterday? I'm not. Yeah, I'm not going to spoil it. I'm not going to spoil it. Oh, I've got. I started using some new streaming software as well, so I can do this now. Whee! Just need some lift music. So yeah, we've got whole music now. I thought you would. I thought you would. I thought you would. I thought you would. Oh, that's going on the replay. You get kudos points if you can tell me exactly where it's from. Should I do it again? Just should I do it again? This is what happens when you leave me unattended to play with things. This is what happens. I end up drinking loads of tea and I'm sat here like, oh, what does this button do? I got a couple of people in there. I've got brother Louis in my head. I don't know the lyrics. All I know is the bit where it goes, brother Louis Louis Louis. That's the only bit I remember. Who else is in here? Yeah, if you're in here, say hi or hit one or hit A or hit B or hit C. Hit a random letter on the keyboard which suits you down to the ground. Press that enter key and we're all going to say hello to you. Don't be shy. I think we're gonna have more of a chilled one today because yesterday we got quite into it. We covered a lot. Yeah, or or do what Skellington's done and mash L keyboard. If you are new, say hi. Yeah, so a note for those that aren't aware, in order to comment, you do need to be subscribed to my channel. If you don't have a YouTube account, you can use your Gmail. Um, I found that out the hard way when I was trying to make a channel. I was like, I don't know how to, but yeah, you can create channels off of a Gmail account. I think you can do as many as you like. I only need one, just one. So yeah, I think it's after 30 seconds of being subscribed, you will then be able to comment. This is to keep all the spam lords off my lives. So I think yeah, we'll do a bit more of a chilled one today. We got quite heavy into it yesterday with Jamie. It was honestly really good. I had so much fun doing it. And I noticed after a live, like sort of about half a day afterwards, I start to feel a bit tired. Yeah, Sean gets subscriber spam, but he gets the people trying to trying to ask him if he wants content editing and things. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they can drain a bit of energy at times, but this is completely impromptu because I got a message today going, "Are you doing one today?" I was like, "I've not got anything else planned, so I could." And then I sat and thought about it for a little bit, and I went, "You know what? I'm gonna do it." Sometimes the great things happen last minute. Great things always happen last minute. What am I on about? I think I'm gonna set up an Instagram for this channel as well. I keep saying I will. I'm learning Spanish while tuned in and baking chicken. Ava is the queen of multitasking on this channel. She can do 9 things at once and still not break a sweat. Tell me I am wrong. Tell me I am wrong. The only thing I really need to know in Spanish is "Dónde está mi pasaporte?" Because I'm going to keep misplacing it. We'll see if anybody else joins as well. I do notice it was a bit last minute. I'll tell you who I would like to see. I would like to. It would be nice to see Anna. I haven't spoken to her for a while. No, no, I pressed the wrong button. How do I? No. So this is my sixth live stream. Sixth. I didn't even think I'd do one. I was like, yeah, I'll do some videos and then that'll be it. And then I don't think I'll do a live stream. And then that was it. Ba, ba, ba. And then here we are. You go live as well. Do you still do your TikToks? I'm not big with TikTok. I'm not a huge fan of it. I mean, I set up a TikTok channel and probably uploaded like 2 videos, and then I don't pay much attention to it. But then I could be going off on tangent there, and this is where you tell me that you don't actually do TikToks anymore. Didn't you have like a partnership thing going on? Oh. I mean, there was that one. Was it last week where I think Sean dropped in and he was like the Pied Piper. Before he knew it, there were people coming in after him. That was quite exciting. Quite enjoyed that. That was good. Yeah, I mean, I don't. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, you should go back on it again. It's TikTok for me was I don't know. It kind of. I think TikTok is to me what Facebook is to Elon Musk. I was there doom scrolling. I was there doom scrolling on TikTok, and I'm like, I'm either bored, sad, or I've just wasted like 2 hours of my life when I could have been doing something more productive. So I'm not gonna sit here and say that TikTok ruined my life. It taught me a few things. I mean during COVID and lockdowns, there were so many people putting lessons on how to do certain things on TikTok instead of YouTube. It kind of paved the way for things a little bit. I'll be honest, but now it seems a very niche thing now to me. This is my personal opinion. Does not reflect the views of my employer or YouTube. Um, so yeah, I mean, different people have got different views on TikTok, and their algorithms are obviously working differently because they're searching for different things all the time. But quite a lot of the time, I found a lot of people complaining about things, and it's like, come on now, don't do me like that. Delete the Facebook app and Instagram apps for a bit to be more intentional. Good idea. Good idea. Um, I've got the Facebook app, but I don't use it because every time I seem to use it, I just feel a bit crappy afterwards. I'm not saying it's Facebook making me feel crappy. It's just I think the attention I put into it is what makes me feel crappy. Um, the algorithm's always watching. Um, so no, I personally wholeheartedly agree. And for anybody that's new or watching the recap, Ava writes blogs, and she is amazing at writing. You can almost, well, no, you can pretty much immerse yourself in whatever she's writing. If you want to post up a link to your blog, Ava, please feel free to do so. Shameless plug. And I want everybody to check this out. Blogs and poems. Sorry, I said corrected. I do apologise. Please forgive me. Ho'oponopono. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you, and I love you. Here's a question. Actually, here's a question. When was the first time you heard Ho'oponopono? When was the first time you heard that? I'm interested because I've had a lot of different responses to this question. So yeah, Ava's dropped a link. Check it out. Have a read. There's some awesome stuff in there. She is amazing at writing. So you heard it in 2019. Where did you hear it from? Did you stumble on it? Did you see it in a book? Did you hear it from somebody else? Or were you out in Hawaii? I don't know how far Hawaii is from Louisiana. I'd imagine. Wait, Louisiana's west, isn't it? Aaron, Aaron Doughty. Interesting. Next, I've spoken to people where they've heard it in they've heard someone say it whilst they're just doing a regular thing, like I don't know, food shop. Louisiana is east side of the country. Hmm. So you're from you're from the land of the rising sun, with the house on the rising sun. There is a house in New Orleans. They call the rising sun, and it's been a ruin of many a poor boy. God knows that I am one. My mother was a tailor. She sewed my new blue jeans. My father was a gambling man down in New Orleans. And then, of course, there's the Five Finger Death Punch version. YouTube, please don't at me for this. Don't copyright me or anything like that. I wasn't committing plagiarism. It was a cover. I was doing it for educational purposes. Thank you very much. Just a wild disclaimer. Where's my mouse? Let's go back to the lift music. We'll be right back after this message from our sponsors. I'm gonna stop playing with it. I've got this one as well. So if ever you find that you want to tell people what you got going on, just remember this. I had to put that on there. Getting all the good stuff out already. I don't even know if I could read that. I should have put it in red. So yeah, did a bit of shadow work yesterday. Ended up doing a bit of a session with Jamie yesterday, which was awesome. Yeah, I think we got about an hour in, and he said to me before we got on here, he said, I think I'll only be about an hour or so because it's quite late in the day, and I said, yeah, that's cool, no problem, no problem. And it got to about the hour mark, and I said, I know you want to, sort of get on and do things, and he went, I'm actually having quite a lot of fun now, which that was quite good, quite enjoyed that. I've got that stuck now. It is stuck. It is stuck. Yeah, all right, I did. Yeah, I did that to myself. I got to play something else. Where's Spotify when you need it? I don't have it installed. I'm using my new laptop, so I literally threw everything that I could possibly need for streaming on there, and then that's it. I did my antivirus, and then yeah, the rest was all streaming stuff. I've still got to get all my documents off my old laptop, and it's just sat in the corner doing nothing at the moment. Wait, Ava, did you say you were baking chicken? Hang on, let me go up in the chat and read what you said. Disney princess songs. Okay, what's your favorite one? If it's not Let It Go, then I know less about you than I thought I did. Yeah, I'm quite happy about Let It Go at the top of my lungs. Right, okay, here it is. So learning Spanish. I need that thing where you can highlight the comments. Can I do it on here? Oh, I can pin them. I can pin them. Look, I'm not sure if you can see this. I'm not sure if you guys can see the pinned comment. Learning Spanish while tuned in and baking chicken. What's in the chicken? Baked chicken. Like, see, the way I pictured that is the chicken's going to turn into like a chicken cake. You're going to be walking to one of them housewarming things that people have in like the films. You'd be like, oh, I bought some food, and they're going to undo the towel, and it's just going to be this top part of a cake, and inside it is just going to be chicken. With barbecue sauce inside the cake, and then you've got like chicken dessert. No, I still prefer chicken cake. Chicken cake's where we're gonna go. You're just gonna have this cake tin. It's just going to come out the top like a big muffin. You can cut into it. There's going to be barbecue sauce and herbs and salt and pepper everywhere, and it's just going to be a chicken on the inside. And you're going to be like, chicken cake. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? Am I talking crap now? Shall I just go back to intermission? Who else we got in here now? I see the numbers have moved. Who's here? Show yourselves. No, you take it or put it in a roasting pan and fry it in the oven. So I guess it's roast chicken. So you're having a it's Saturday still, isn't it? So you're having a Saturday roast. That could be a thing. That could be a thing. Hey Alexis, good to see you. Yeah, I don't think we've got Hazel here today. I think she's otherwise occupied because I did speak to her earlier today, and she said she had other plans. So let's turn this into a Google Meet at Chitty Chatty. What's that? So Alexis, we're doing well. I decided to do. I got a message asking if I was doing a live today, and I hadn't planned to. However, I didn't have anything else to occupy me, so I sat and thought about it for a minute, and I said, why not? You know, why not do another Q and A? So if you haven't watched yesterday's recap that I did it with Jamie. So if you've not interacted with Jamie before, he's um, he focuses a lot on consciousness. Well, I think that's what we all focus on. He focuses a lot on doing shadow work, which is sort of integrating the parts of you that maybe you try and push away. And it's if you haven't dealt with any of that before, if you haven't looked into any of that before, it can be quite eye opening, and I suppose in a way surprising because you find parts of yourself that you didn't know were there, and it's quite magical. It's like he's there, sort of reaching in and going, right, you're coming with me. So that was really good. We had a really good time yesterday. How's your week been, Alexis? Do tell us. Do tell us. Google me, Google me. You're making my phone go off now because I said Google too many times. Say Google 3 times and cast the spell. Freaking amazing. Congratulations. What happened? If you want to share it, do share. If you don't, that's fine. celebrate the wins and the losses, because they're not exactly losses. They're just setting you up for something else. It's not happening to you, it's happening for you. Remember that. It looks like someone dropped in and then dropped out again. It's cool. I can share in our Google Meet. Alexis, you're killing me. You're killing me. What we'll do is let's. I'm literally gonna leave this to free flow today. So I didn't have a subject in mind. I didn't have anything particular that I was gonna talk about. Anything particular I wanted to focus on, as it were, because I try and structure these lives as best I can. So I don't spend a lot of time sitting there going ooh, ee, ooh, ting, tang, walla walla, bing bang. Uh, so I think what we'll do is we'll let this one flow. We'll see how it goes, and we'll see how the chat goes, and then I might, if you behave yourselves, let one of you out the cage. And we'll see how we get on. Oh, honestly, Ava's cooking, but you see that? You see that, right? I'm gonna do that all night. Yeah, if you weren't aware, that is my favorite Neville quote. My favorite Neville quote. So if you got anybody in your circle asking what your goals are for the end of this year, you're just like, remember this. Be like, nope, not telling you. I'm keeping that there. See, you know, and I will always say that. Oh, but I want this, I want that, I want the third, and it's just like, don't even tell me. I mean, the benefit of telling me is that I am likely to co-sign it for you. I'm never going to be I'm never going to be a person to turn around and say you're not going to be able to do that, or you're not going to do that, or this is not going to happen. We realize and we begin to live in a world of infinite possibility. You've got that want there, that desire there, because there is a version of you that already has it. We all know this. So in that same breath, who am I to say this isn't going to happen? If to paraphrase Neville, life makes no mistakes. It will always give man what he first gives to himself. And I carry that with me. I carry that with me a lot, because I sit there and think it's not a case of not having it. It's just a case of it not coming into fruition right now. Like a garden. Like a garden. You you've got the seed, which means you've got the flower. You just need the seed to transform into the flower. But you know you've already got it. You know it's there. You know it's in that seed. So you just got to pay as much attention to it as is required. But don't just sit there, come out the following day and go, oh, where's that flower? Why is the flower not above the soil yet? You know, spider plant over there needs watering. Cactus over there, I mean, he's pretty chill on his own, but cactus are weird. But you know, even cactus need water sometimes. You know, you've got Mr. Garlic over here. It needs a bit of love. You've got yellow rose over there. I had some yellow roses this year. They were quite cool. So yeah, it's as Ava's just said. You know, tell me what you have, not what you want, because if you've given it to yourself first, then you know the inside as within, so without. And provided you become that person that has it, what's to say that it's not going to happen out there? Yeah. Magic, magic, magic. I'm a magician. Anyway, but no, if you've got the seed, you've got the flower. So long as you're aware that occasionally snow will fall, but it doesn't mean the flower's dead. It just needs a bit of love. Ta-da! Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Alexis, I will share more on my special guest experience. See, now you've just given the game away because I was doing this. I didn't mention your name in my community post. But yeah, I've asked Alexis to join me. She seemed more than willing to do so. So I think we're going to have some fun. Oh, I'm clicking random things. But yeah, that's I've had a couple of Facebook messages. What's this? Nope. Okay, cool. No need to hide me. I like to keep a bit of mystery in my guest appearances, like I did yesterday. But saying that, I begin to wonder if sharing that information might change things. So yeah, Alexis is joining me on live. I think we're gonna have a good talk about her experiences. She's always got some awesome stories to share, and she's got a very very interesting sense of humour. I remember that. When was it? It was the first time you messaged me on Discord, and I was cry laughing when I was trying to fall asleep. Now, anyone that's managed to cry laugh when you're in a semi-sleep state, you know you ain't going to sleep after that. That's just not happening. So yeah, we're gonna have some fun. So I've just thrown some more notifications out. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Forgotten how to paste links now. No, wrong button. Could you believe I work with technology? There are still some days where I'm like, nope, I'm not doing this today. Not playing. Let's turn that down. I should charge my phone. Ava singing jazz. I see what's going on now. It looks like they've changed the Facebook Messenger app, because if you're in a group chat, you used to be able to click on the tiny photos and see who's actually seen the message. You can't do that anymore. Meta, please help me. Meta, help. Singing jazz and making chicken cakes. Hey Sheila, thanks for joining. How are you doing? How was your week? Yeah, we're warm now. So if I turn that all the way down, go on to that. I think my chat's slowing down on here. So if I go on. Here we are. Here we are. No, my chat's not lagging. It's fine. Okay. So let's do a little Q&A. Let's any questions you guys have got, fire them away in the chat, and I will answer them, at least to the best of my ability. Just do a little one. Ooh. Sheila's here. What time is it over there? It must be like 5 p.m., right? 5 p.m., 6 p.m., something like that. So GMT to EST, isn't it? So it is now. So it's 10 p.m. So it'll be it'll be about 5 p.m. 5:30 p.m. Oh yeah, because it's nearly 10:30 here. And Ava, it would be. Am I right in saying 4:30? 4:30 for Ava. I've got the intermission music stuck in my head. Check us out. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. And we're back. We'll be right back after these short messages. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. In bliss over my experience. Are you happy to share your experience over? If not, we can wait. I know you wanted to keep it hush. We'll keep at least some of it hush. No Ava, tell no man. You saw it here. You saw it here. Wow. Been on live for an hour already. Time flies when you're having fun. I must admit, I'm quite tired, to be honest. A little bit tired, but we move. Have things been aligned for you too? Do you know what I think they have? I think they have. More so in my state of being, as it were. I'm not seeing much happen on the outside, but when just because you don't see a plant growing doesn't mean there's nothing happening with the roots. The roots grow out first, don't they? So, but I'm in a state of it's fine, you know, good with it, good without it. So I think in terms of being aligned, I'm aligned with myself more so now than I was maybe, let's say, a couple of weeks ago even. But I pinned that on things outside of myself, which once I realised that, it was a case of, it's not what's happening to you. It's your reaction to what's happening. Change your reaction, change your results, and that's kind of how it works. I had a similar conversation with Sheila about this the other day, where um, an event had occurred similar to an event that had previously occurred, and the reaction had changed. As a result, the results had changed. So it's not about what goes on. That's meaningless. That has no meaning until you assign it one. It's only when you assign it a meaning that it becomes meaningful. There's a there's a short on Instagram from Bashar on that as well. It says everything in life is meaningless. It's only you that gives it the meaning. So, for example, if let's say I'm going through Instagram and I see somebody, I don't know, with a motorcycle I've wanted since I was a kid, and I get really triggered about it. You know, he wasn't to know that that's the motorbike I wanted since I was a kid. I just felt crappy about it because he's got it and I've not. But it doesn't mean anything to anybody else. It's nobody else's business. So only has the meaning you give it. But I am happy that you've had a perfectly aligned week. It's quite exciting. Be right back. Okay, I shall see you soon. I was thinking Sean was going to be in here because he told me he would, but maybe he got stuck flexing at the gym. I tell my students all the time, nothing matters until you say it does, and that's quite right, Alexis. If I had this conversation with Jamie yesterday, it's about your awareness of the situation. If a tree was to fall down in the forest and nobody hears it, does it make a sound? Now, you obviously say yes. Guest appearance from Odin. Always at the right time. Um, he's going to park right there. What are you staring at? Yeah. Where was it going? We've until we were told, until we were told, we didn't even know the tree was falling down. So he's become a rug now. He's not a dog anymore. He's a rug. The highest priced rug I will ever own. Have you not met Odin, Alexis? Have you not met him? He was helping me fix motorbikes today. Alexis hasn't met Odin. Oh, wow. We've got to get him off the floor then, haven't we? Odin, hop up. Hop up. Good boy. Oh, hop up. Ugh, here he is. Say hello. Say hello. Hey, buddy. So yeah, this is my giant goof. And because I've got no treats on me, he's actually, before I do that, let's go to intermission. I haven't created any intermission music yet, so I've had to improvise. Anyway, Alexis, Odin is a Japanese Akita. Thinking about it, he was one of my manifestations. I'll give you the story actually. So in 2021, after I put, well, unfortunately, I had to put my first Akita to sleep. Um, it was the safest option for everybody involved. Yeah, it was the safest option for everybody involved. And shortly after, it came about that Odin needed a temporary home uh, for about 8 weeks. So yeah, took him on. Only I had plans which didn't involve the ownership of a dog. So the 8 weeks had passed, and I'd phoned the people up and I said, what's going on with the dog? To which I was told, oh, they said they can't have him back. I says, okay, well, as much as I do enjoy having him around, I've also got commitments. Um, so and in between that time, we had put him in another home, which he lasted about 3 days because he didn't like the people there. A few things transpired. I went back and got him, and then it came to the 8-week period where another lady come and picked him up, took him further north of the country. I must have written a book like that thick about him, about every single one of his behaviours in any certain situation, because I spent that time studying him. And within a couple of weeks, he was in the kennels because the lady that was fostering him couldn't leave him alone for longer than 10 minutes without him howling the house down because he had an element of separation anxiety, which I had told her, and she seemed perfectly fine with. Fast forward a little bit to 2022. I got a message while I was on holiday. I was on the Isle of Man watching the TT races, so I was way away from home, saying, is there any chance you could take Odin on, because we feel his time's running out. I says, what's happened? And he said, I was told he was bitten. So I said, put me in contact with the person that's got him. Let's have a conversation. Let's have a conversation about it. So I had a conversation with this woman, and she said, he bit my daughter. The first thing I said was, okay, what did your daughter do? Oh, she moved him off the bed. I says, okay. How bad's the bite? Oh, there's a bit of bruising. I says, okay, so he didn't bite her. If he's got one of the most powerful bites known to man, there is about 65 pound-feet worth of torque in his jaw, so he can quite easily break an adult femur if he wanted to. And given that there was just bruising on an adolescent hand, it made me think of it a bit. Anyway, I just went, no, that he's not bitten. He's not bitten at all. So I followed up with them the next day, and they said everything was absolutely fine. I said, okay, cool. So the first thing I said to the people that were handing him over, I said, he's not bitten. That dog is not bitten. Fast forward about 2 months, I've gone to the kennels because there is an older Akita in there who has probably had about a year left to live, and he'd spent most of his life outside. So the idea was to give him a home that he could spend the rest of his life in, nice and comfortable, until the time comes for him to pass. So I arrive at the kennels, and Doofus down here is in one of the cages, and he's up on his back legs, whining, yelping, howling because he knows who I am. So I turned to them. I said, "Well, it's got to be him, isn't it? It's got to be him." It's probably because I'm slightly tired. So I've just seen Ava's message. It's probably because I'm not speaking very clearly. So yeah, I got to the kennels and I said, it's got to be him, isn't it? 2 weeks later, he's come back home, and it's like he's never left, and he's been with me ever since. So anyway, sound check. If you can hear me, just pop a Y in the chat if you can hear me clearly. Bo ba doo bo bo. Bo ba doo boo boo. Bo ba doo bo bo. I have Yes, I firmly believe I was, considering he's lived in this house twice. He's lived in this house twice. So call my name 3 times and I shall appear. And he's currently flat out on the floor, right in the doorway. Not a care in the world. Just not a single F. But watch this. Oh, yeah, he's up. Hop up. What we got? Oh, good boy. Again. Good boy. There's nothing in that one yet. Okay. Okay then. Hop up. Hop up. Hop up. Nicely. Good boy. He's a giant doofus. But I love him. So yeah, that happened. Manifested a dog. But it's one of those things though, isn't it? It's when he first went, I will admit I was quite upset. You know, I created a bond with the dog, and you know it hit me quite hard because you know I believe dogs are a surefire way to teach any person unconditional love, and it's not so much that it's not being taken away from you. It's just teaching you to see it in other forms. And you know, I instantly believed that if not Odin, there would be another dog, and you know, in time there was. Um, but it's like the universe speaks in Costco, doesn't it? You know, we've heard that term once, and it does because the dog I wanted was there, but also the other dog I wanted was there. So there were 2 dogs I wanted that were there. Now I couldn't take them both because of how the breed is, and that's a collective assumption. Um, so it will, you know, you'll get exactly what you want, if not better. And well, I think either way, I would have got exactly what I wanted. But so yeah, you know, and at the time, I wasn't even traveling down this road. It was just a case of okay, so this is the dog I'm going to look at. But wait, the dog I actually wanted is over there, and they're equal distance apart, and you're just like, what? Bullshit. But yeah, you know, it's that thing where you know you detach from the outcome, and then it almost I said at the time, you know, most things will come full circle, but it's not full circle. It's because you know the desire there was planted, and you know you just let it grow. So there you have it. And you're doing this every day, whether you think you are or not. You're doing it every day. You're deciding who you are being every day, and you know you're planting little seeds. Be them flowers or weeds, you're planting little seeds. So So yeah, Candyman, Candyman, Candyman. We're not doing no Candyman today, mainly because all my candies at work. I got something I wanted. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, Ava, here's your question. Is it what you wanted, or was it better? I'm calling you out on this one. Don't make me start kitchen jokes again. I think you know the answer to that. Okay. We're still all right. I understand the assignment. Understand the assignment. I understand the assignment. Well, given how, because you know, when I can't word today. What's going on? I know what I want to say. It's just not. Yeah. Let me put my tongue back in a second. When your inner state changes, it reflects on the outer as well. And I've observed that your outer state has changed. Be that as it may, I do know the answer to that one, so I didn't really need to ask the question because I've answered it. So we're good. I understand the assignment. I'm just seeing if you passed the vibe check. Boom. Treat time. Right in. Hop up. Hop up. Hop up. Come on, goof. I think he knows the game. Come on, goof. Let's go. There we go. Oh, and the other one. Hop up. Nicely. Good boy. Come here, I'm scratching your chest. He's got what he wanted. Do you want another one? What's this? What's this? And again. Thank you. He's had enough. He's like, I'm done, go away. I'll be passing vibe checks now, man. Yep, passing vibe checks. Odin has left the chat. Well, he's leaving the chat. anyway, I was hoping to do a little Q&A, but Absolutely, a lot is changing. It's like I say. Oh no, he's returned. Um, it's like I say. The most perfect thing always happens at the most perfect time, and sometimes it doesn't seem that way, but it actually is. You know, you may have not lost, but uh, drifted apart. I think is that a good term to use? Um, you may have drifted apart from things that you may have thought you wanted, but maybe that means that something better is around the corner. You never know. Exactly. Everything has its appointed hour. You know, in both life and everything beyond that. Everything has the time of which the flower will bloom. How long have we been here now? Hour and a half? I think I might go to maybe two, maybe two, and then go Yeah, I've got my little timer. Yeah, I don't know. You know, I've posted links, so you know, if people want to join, they will. If not, they won't. It's okay either way. It's okay either way. It's like the Pied Piper, isn't it? The Pied Piper of people. I'm gonna see if I can find that now. Oh, there's this one. Mechanics and jazz. Alright, cool. I think I'm gonna end the stream there. Thanks for joining, and I will see you Friday. Good night. I bid you adieu. Thank you, and mucho amor. Never done.